What if I told you that the vast majority of the challenges you face right now are not actually your fault? Your amazing brain is currently operating on what we call legacy software. This is old programming, designed for survival in ancient caves, not for thriving in our modern digital world. But I have an incredible secret to share with you today. There absolutely is a hidden operational code. Over the next few minutes, I am going to personally guide you to access the ultimate command prompt of your own subconscious mind. Forget fleeting motivation. We are diving deep into tangible, proven neural reprogramming techniques. This process is about making fundamental, lasting changes from the inside out. By the time this masterclass is over, you will not simply feel slightly better about things. Your physical brain structure will be actively rewired to operate from a completely different, more successful default setting. Prepare to unlock potential you didn't even know you possessed. To understand this power, we must start with a fundamental law of brain science called Hebb's Law. This law simply states the powerful concept: neurons that are firing at the exact same time begin to physically connect. They literally wire themselves together into stronger and stronger pathways over time. Now, think about that negative self-talk, like constantly repeating the phrase, "I can't do this." Every single time you think that thought, you are reinforcing that specific neural connection in your physical brain. You are, in essence, constructing a dedicated, super-fast highway for failure and limitation to run down. You are making that negative response your default, most efficient option. But here is where the truly exciting science comes into play: neuroplasticity. This is the concept that our brains are not rigid, fixed structures like an old piece of marble. Instead, your brain tissue is incredibly malleable, much more like soft, pliable plastic. This means we absolutely have the ability to reshape and change those existing brain structures. We can strategically melt down those old, limiting highways we've been using. And more importantly, we can actively pave new ones with high-speed thoroughfares for success. This reshaping process requires a specific set of highly effective, targeted tools. That brings us directly to neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, which is our core toolset. NLP provides the exact instructions for that neurological paving process we just described. It's the method we use to consciously influence how our neurons connect and fire. Consider a simple moment of doubt, like hesitating before a big presentation. That hesitation triggers a cascade of old, inefficient wiring in your frontal lobe. The more you hesitate, the stronger that specific wiring pattern becomes, making it happen faster next time. But what if you could inject a new, confident response directly into that same moment? That is the power of applied neuroplasticity in real-time scenarios. We are training your nervous system to select a better path automatically. Think of it like rerouting traffic away from a perpetual construction zone onto a newly built expressway. The old road is still there, but your car, your response, now naturally takes the faster, better route. This is about making the desired state your easy, default reaction. It shifts your brain from being reactive to being intentionally proactive. We are moving from wishing things were different to scientifically making them different. So, let's look at the specific actionable techniques that enable this incredible transformation. These are the 3 core pillars of the Success Code Masterclass. First up is anchoring, which is essentially your personal state switch for instant access to peak emotion. To use this, I need you to vividly recall an experience where you felt absolutely unstoppable in your life. Really dig deep and bring back the full sensory experience of that moment. The sounds, the sights, the feeling in your body. As that feeling of pure confidence peaks inside of you, I want you to perform a specific physical action. For this example, gently press your thumb and forefinger together very firmly right now. Hold that pressure for just a moment while you savor that powerful, peak feeling. Now, release the pressure and let the feeling naturally begin to fade away for a second. That specific physical touch you just created is now a trigger, a neural shortcut. It is a physical save button specifically linked to that powerful, unstoppable emotional state. Next time you need that instant injection of confidence, you simply fire that anchor again. The brain bypasses the slow climb and instantly jumps back to that high-resource state. This eliminates the need to spend 20 minutes trying to get psyched up for a task. It is about creating instant emotional leverage on demand, whenever you need it most. Practicing this even a few times a day makes the connection exponentially stronger over time. You are creating a conditioned response, much like Pavlov's dogs, but for success. Imagine having that on-demand switch before any important meeting or difficult phone call. This is powerful, immediate internal control over your emotional world. So make sure you choose an anchor that is discreet, easy to access, and has a strong feeling attached. Anchor only positive, powerful states, and never anchor a negative one by accident. That completes our first pillar, the state switch of anchoring. Next, we move to reframing, which is fundamentally the meaning switch for your life experiences. In the world of high performance, we understand that external events are neutral. The meaning we assign is everything. A business setback, a project failure, or a harsh critique is not inherently a problem. In fact, these moments are often nothing more than incredibly valuable data points for improvement. Think about how a picture looks when it's hanging crooked on a wall, versus straight. The picture itself hasn't changed its content one bit, only its context or frame. If you change the frame of a photograph, your entire perception of the subject matter immediately shifts. The exact same principle applies to the major setbacks you experience in your own life story. If you can consciously change the meaning you assign to a past difficulty, your resulting energy completely transforms. A massive perceived failure can become the crucial pivot point that launched your greatest success. This is not about denial. It is about intelligent interpretation of reality. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen for me?" we ask, "What gift or lesson is this sooty for me?" This subtle linguistic shift alters the emotional charge attached to the memory. When the meaning changes, the associated energy immediately follows suit, becoming useful instead of draining. Reframing allows you to instantly detoxify past negative experiences for future use. It pulls the lesson out and leaves the emotional baggage behind on the ground. Practice finding at least one positive or useful interpretation in any challenge you face this week. This skill directly impacts your resilience and your ability to bounce back quickly. It transforms victims into victors by controlling the narrative they tell themselves. Master the meaning, and you master your response to any situation life throws at you. Our final core technique is submodalities, which is the coding switch for your internal representation system. Our brain stores every experience, a sound, a memory, a fear, using specific codes like brightness, volume, or distance. We are going to learn how to directly manipulate these internal sensory codes to alter the experience. Let's address that nagging worry or that persistent, distracting thought in your mind right now. Can you see that thought visually, even faintly, floating somewhere in front of you? If you can see it, try making that image incredibly small, like the size of a pinhead floating far away. Now, dramatically decrease the brightness of that image until it almost completely disappears. Or perhaps that worry comes in as an irritating sound in your head. If it's a sound, try turning the volume down, making it very quiet, almost inaudible. You could even change its tone to a silly cartoon voice, or move it very far away from you. By physically changing these submodal characteristics, you are directly altering the emotional impact. The feeling attached to the worry diminishes because the coding coding of the threat has been neutralized. This is profoundly effective because you are communicating directly with the underlying mechanics of your mind. You are essentially telling your brain that this perceived threat is no longer important or immediate. These three tools, anchoring, reframing, and submodalities, are the keys to the door. Now, you must understand that this powerful shift is not a magic pill you take just once. Your brain requires consistent, dedicated repetition to truly solidify these new neural connections. We need the biological process of myelination to occur, which thickens those new desired pathways. This is what makes the new, positive response automatic and truly permanent over time. Therefore, I have a clear, non-negotiable challenge for everyone watching this masterclass today. I want you to select only one of the 3 hacks we covered. Just one, and commit to using it deliberately every single morning. This commitment must last for a full 30 consecutive days to see profound results. Choose the one that resonated most deeply with your current struggles, whether it's anchoring, reframing, or submodalities. To make this commitment official and signal your readiness for change, I want you to do one thing right now. Head down to the comment section immediately and type the single word, code. Typing code is your public declaration that you are in for the hard work of neural rewiring. Seeing those comments will also let us know the demand is high for more in-depth support materials, because we know you might need that daily reinforcement to keep the momentum going strong. If you desire the specific, guided daily walkthroughs for each technique, you need to take one more action. Make absolutely certain that you are subscribed to this channel right now. We are rolling out a special shorts series specifically designed for you. These short videos break down each hack into simple, actionable 60-second daily missions. They are the perfect companion to your 30-day myelination commitment. You now possess the foundational knowledge to fundamentally upgrade your operating system. Go claim your code, lock in your daily practice, and I will see you in the next module to celebrate your progress.